You tuned in for an all-terrain tire review, and that's what you're going to get. No showroom shine parking lot princesses here. We're talking real mud, real snow, dirty trucks. I'm Jason from Ridgeline Outdoor Adventure, and thanks for hanging out with us today. Today we're talking about the Cooper Road and Trail all-terrain tires in a 275/65/18. That's a 32-inch tire, which is huge for a Ridgeline, but it is the stock size for a Ford F-150. One of the most honest elements of a product review is answering the question of whether or not you would buy that product again. The most honest answer is in whether you did buy it again. Yes and yes. 1 year after upgrading to the new Cooper Road and Trail ATs, I upgraded again. I had my truck worked over with a Trackster relocation kit to move my front axle forward an inch and allow me to clear a 32-inch tire. When it comes to tires, bigger is better. We got a video on that. Be sure to check it out. Not only is this my second pair of this exact tire, but it's my fifth Cooper purchase overall. I've been buying Cooper's all-terrain tires for well over 10 years. I've used them on a 2011 F-150, a 2003 Honda Element, and this is the third set that I've had on my 2021 Ridgeline. And now my wife's 2019 Passport has had takeoffs from the Ridgeline, so she's ran a couple of sets of Coopers on there as well. So why do I keep going back? Obviously, I'm a loyal customer. A few things. One, they are lightweight, but they are not light duty. So they're an on-road based all-terrain tire, a jack of all trades, really. So they don't rob your power or your mileage nearly as much as an off-road biased all-terrain tire. Something like a KO2 or now KO3s, they're heavy. They can take more of a beating, but boy, do you ever pay a penalty at the pump. You pay a penalty in the rain because they have terrible rain traction. They're noisy. They're just, if you're doing a lot of on-road driving, they're a horrible tire, yet they're wildly popular. They are affordable, and they're also easy to come by. There's a lot of retailers, both brick and mortar and online retailers, that have Cooper. There's always a deal to be found. I found the price to be generally the lowest of the name brands, and these are made in the USA, so it's not like you're compromising with an offshore tire. Additionally, they're really well mannered on road. You've got good handling and good braking. They're quiet and they're composed, and they have relatively good tread life. Having said all this, they're also plenty capable off-road. You can see the footage. It's not like my Ridgeline just gets treated like a parking lot princess. No, she gets beat up pretty good. But this tire is excellent in the rain and the snow. Probably the best all-terrain tire under those conditions. It's good in sand, and it's what I would call okay in mud. If you want to do well in mud, you've got to get a mud terrain. But then forget about performance in snow, on rain, or even just dry roads. Mud terrains are a very specific case use, so that's not even a fair comparison. If you're looking for detailed specs, you might want to check out Tire Rack. They have a more comprehensive review. They'll show you spreadsheets with all the different weight and size comparisons and all of that good stuff, and you can compare a number of tires side by side. If you want real-world experience, real-world knowledge, someone who's used these tires for many, many years on 4 different vehicles and keeps coming back for more, well, then I'm your guy. And I would say, yeah, these are a great tire to have. They're a significant improvement over the previous generation AT3 4S, and I'm extremely happy with them. I did actually consider buying a different tire, like maybe a Falcon Wild Peak AT4, which my son Sam put on his new SUV that he's building out for overland duty. But they were they were quite a bit heavier, and I didn't want to add that much weight. So in this case, when I stepped up to a 32-inch tire from a 30.5, I added 1 pound per corner. That's what you call negligible. So a pretty light tire, and it gets the job done. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. There's no way I can talk about everything, but what I can tell you is these tires have done everything I've asked them to do, and more. So guys, thanks for hanging out, and until next time, and there will be a next time, go play outside.